Hey, Sammy. Hopefully you figured this one out last week. If you haven't, hopefully this video is then helpful. So question 11 reminds me of chapter 17. It's probably to do with the exercise 17b or something, to do with small population. And the reason why I know is because it says proportion, sample, and then I can also see without replacement. So without replacement implies that in this bag, okay, so if I drew a bag, this bag contains, say, 5 blue marbles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So B, 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 B. B for blue. And then you've got 4 red. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Red, 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 red. So 5 plus 4 gives me now a total of 9 marbles. Okay. So out of those 9 marbles, I'm going to choose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I just don't know what I'm going to get. But I do know what I want. And this is one of the key things. They said without replacement means that if you picked blue, okay, instead of having 9 marbles left, now it's only going to be 8 left to choose from for the next one. And then after you pick another marble, then there's only 7 left. So you start off with 9 options, then you only had 8 options, then 7, then 6. So that's different to binomial distribution, because binomial would assume that it's with replacement, meaning that the chances are always going to be the same, okay, as if it's the first time every time. So that's why I'm already thinking it is sample proportion for small population, okay? And there's 2 methods to do that. You can do it in the logical sense. In this case here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 to choose from. And what they want you to do is that the proportion of the blue marbles in the sample is greater than half. So remember, proportion, if you work out the proportion, you got x0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Those are the possibilities if you're doing 4. You get an x saying that's getting blue. So you want to get blue, you could have got 0 blues. It could have been all red, 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 red. So that could have been your chance of getting that. So 0 blues, 1 blue. So 0 out of the 4 is blue. 1 out of the 4 is blue. 2 out of the 4 is blue. 3 out of the 4 is blue. Or 4 out of 4 is blue. So this is your sample proportion. Now, they want you to choose the sample proportion where the sample is greater than half. Now, this is exactly half. So they don't want just blue and blue and then red and red. That's not going to be accepted. They want greater chance than half. So the proportion has to be either 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4. So what I need to find out is what's the probability of p hat equal to 3/4 and what's the probability of p hat equals to 4 out of 4. That's essentially what I need to figure out. And the 4 out of 4 is pretty easy. That one, we know that if I were to get all blues, so blue, 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 there's only one way of doing this. So you can have 5 out of 9 chance in the first go, and then after you've taken a ball out, there's only 8 left, and there's only 4 blue marbles left, and 3, 2, so then 7 and 6. So that would be the chances, once you multiply all that, that's for the first one, right? But then the second one is a bit trickier, because to get three of them to be blue, so blue, 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 and then red, that's not the only combination. You could have got red, blue, blue, blue. You could have got blue, red, blue, blue, and there's probably another orientation of that happening. So, in each one, even though the chances are about similar, so the chances of getting a blue in the first go would be 5 out of 10. Oh, sorry, not 10, 9. There's 9 marbles. If you choose another blue, then there's only 4 out of 8, and then 3 out of 7. But remember, reds we haven't touched, so there should still be 4 left over out of now 6 choices left. So that's one orientation, and then you can get a different orientation where you might get 4 out of 9 for the first one, and then it is again, what is this? Blue ball is 5 out of 8, by 4 out of 7, by 3 out of 6. Okay, but what you should notice is the numerator is always going to be the same. 5 times 4 times 3 times 4. And this is, again, 4 times 5 times 4 times 3. It's the same thing. It's just a arranged in a different order. So really, you just need to know how many times will you have to repeat that multiplication, any times by the combination, and that's how you figure out. So that's method 1. Method 2 in your textbook for small population is suggests you to use combinations. So in my case, if I were to do this, so let's do it again. So PR of P hat is 3 of them is blue, and the other one is all 4 of them are blue. How I would have done it is I would do the combinations method rather than doing this. This takes too long to type. I would have done combination for blues. So how many blues? I've got 5 blues and I only want 3 of them to be blues. And how many reds do I have? I've got 4 and I only want 1 of them. Out of a total, I've got 10 marbles. Oh, is it 10? No, 9 marbles to choose from. And out of those 9 marbles, I only want 4. So that should give me the probability of all the ways that I can get red. And this is all the ways I can get, red, and then the other one's blue, out of the total. And so here we go. We do the same thing over here. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, well, I want now again 5. Out of the 5 blues, I want all 4 of them to be blues. And out of the 4 reds, I want 0 of them to be reds. Out of a total combination of 9, choose 4. So both answers should still be the same. And let's see if we do it on our CAS here. I'll do my method here. So control fraction and plus control fraction. Okay, so numerator, menu, probability, combinations. I got 5 blues to choose from and I only want 3 of them. Multiplied with, again, menu 5, 3. Out of the 4 reds, I only want 1. Divided by, okay, again, menu 5, 3. Out of the 9, I want to choose 4. Okay, so that's all. The bottom denominator is all the possibilities that I can have, all the combinations, whilst the numerator is 5 out of 3 by 4 out of 1. Okay, and then what's the other one? The other one is, again, combination is, menu, here we go, menu 5, 3. I want, out of 5 blues, choose all 4 of them by, again, menu 5, 3. Out of 4, choose none. And still, again, I've got an option of 9 marbles to choose from, and I still want to choose 4. So if I do that, that gives me 5 out of 14. And you can see there that the answer must then be C. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. And again, if I go back to my, not that one. That's for my cousin. Yeah, this one. 17B, chapter 17, small, I'm pretty sure this was the small proportion one. Small population, yeah. So there's 2 methods there. Method 1 is the one that you do the whole combination thing, or you can do method number 2, choosing combinations, which is essentially quicker. But, either way, it should work out the same. We can test out the next one. Let's see if it comes out to be the same. So the first one, which we had over here, we were going to get that. So that's proportion of all of them being blue marbles. So we would have done, Control divide. Control divide. 5 out of 9 multiplied to 4 out of 8 multiplied to, what's going on? 3 out of 7, doesn't matter. 3 out of 7, and then multiplied with 4 out of 6. Okay. Is that even right? No, that's not right. It should be, for the first one, it's 2 out of 6. Is that right? 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes. 9, 8, 7, 6. Yep. So that's for all blues. So out of the 4 samples I'm going to choose from, that's all going to be blues. And the other one, maybe I can just copy this. copy, Control C, Control V. Good. Okay, so now the denominators should all be the same. So it's just the numerator I got to play around with. So again, what do we have? We can have blue on the first go, blue on the second go, blue on the third go, but then I have red on, red on the fourth go. Yeah, so numerator, yeah. Okay, and then how many different ways there are for this? It's by 4. There are 4 different ways I can do it. I'm pretty sure it's 4. Yeah, should be 4. But let's see if it... Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, there's a time symbol there. And there's a time symbol here. There we go. 5 out of 14. Same thing. Another way, if you didn't know it was times by 4, I guess you can do combinations as well. So menu 5, 3, and you know that you wanted to, out of 4, you wanted to choose 3. That works there. Or you could have done it for the red. Out of 4, choose 1 red, or only have 1 red, and the rest is not red. Then what's the number of combinations? Should still be the same. Okay, so it's 5 out of 14. You can see there's multiple ways of doing it. Depends on which one you want to type or put in. I find that on the CAS by hand, I actually do this faster, the numerator, this highlighted line, whereas on my computer, it's a bit slower to do. But that's my choice. Okay, you can choose what works for you.